Is something going on? Let me just quickly check. Oh, it seems to be working. Alright, so let me just see if this is working. I'm watching the stream right now. Is there a delay? Let me see. Oh, it seems to be working. Alright, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, testing. So let me just see if this is working. I'm watching the stream right now. Well, let me just quickly get the chat up. Here we go. No, not that one. Oh, yes. Okay. See, FLUFFBUTTS, I'm watching it right now, right there, just to see if everything's working. So please tell me if the music is like too loud, or my mic is too loud, or you can't really see me, if there's any delays and such. Why isn't the chat being displayed? It should be. In case the chat doesn't work on screen, I've got the chat right there on my phone, so either way, it will work. Alright, so I need to send out the messages to everyone. Okay, one moment. Be right back. You'll be able to hear me anyway. Alright then. So just share it to everyone. Create the post. So yeah, I'm glad that people are here. Hello. Come join the fun, because we are now all doing it. I just need to copy everything. Yes, I can go live now, thank you. Just self-promote this to everyone. Come join me, rank. Every Tell Your Tale episode. Yep, okay, good, the link works. So don't mind me, FLUFFBUTTS. We'll start in a few minutes, okay? Just promoting. I need to get it everywhere so people know that I'm actually up here and running. It took me quite a bit to get this stream started, but hey-o, we are finally here now. And I created these custom screens right here with Sparky. Yeah, my boy. Oh. Yeah, he's just the cutest, isn't he? Oh, geez, my window's open. I should probably close that so people don't realize that I'm right here and recording and streaming. Wonderful stuff. And I literally just came back from a bit of lunch, so I was rushing home. I had to get everything in order, so it wasn't just a little fuss. Yep, almost done. Okay, just one more thing. Okay, so get the start. Close the door a bit. Yes. Alright. Right, so let me just get the chat up. So how many are watching so far? 6. Well, that's decent enough. Okay, so switching over. This one. Here we go. Alright, so the chat box. Why isn't that displaying all of the... Well, even if the chat got the chat right here on my phone, so... Hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. Hide, unhide. Yes, seriously, why isn't the chat working? So, reminder everyone, if the music is too loud... Oh, yes! Oh, look who it is, displaying the first message up there. Hello, Luke Rose. Hello, everyone. Yeah, the chat is now working. Wonderful. So I don't need to depend on the phone anymore. So yeah, FLUFFBUTTS, do tell me if the music is too loud or if my mic's too loud, because I want to make sure everything is perfectly in place before we actually start. And yeah, all those episodes. Should I extend the screen so I can actually get the stream on the TV? Let me just try that out. Hold on. One moment. Display. Extend the displays. Yes. So I've got the internet up on here. And the stream. Yes! There we go. And here is the tier list. Beautiful. This flipping webcam, I swear to God. Yeah, it's all good. So that's beautiful. Alright, we got everything in place. So, how about we begin? Hey, FLUFFBUTTS, yay! Got the second live stream. This is so weird. I've got everything, yeah. Let's just not waste any more time, alright? So right here, I made my own tier list for this thing. So every single My Little Pony Tell Your Tale episode tier list maker. Rank every single episode and special from the Tell Your Tale seasons. And it also includes the current discontinued episodes from season 2. So yes, I am going to be ranking the ones that were only having like animatics in it as well. So be grateful. I'm not leaving anything left to waste. So, I will be having a little chat with you all as well, depending on what kind of episodes we will be ranking. So yeah, there's over 110 episodes we have to get through. Oh boy, this is going to be quite the mission. So, let me just get the chat right there so I don't have to like keep turning my head. So, hello everyone, welcome. Welcome New Crows, Lightning Pitch, Cloudine number 5. Hello everyone. Sparky Sick number 1. Oh yeah, we'll get to that episode soon. So we're going to be going in a numerical order, so from start to finish. So we're obviously going to be starting with Sisters Take Flight and finishing on the Petal Gala. So the final special. Well, it's not technically the final special. There was supposed to be one more, but obviously that's not out yet. So I presume it will be one day. We have the tier list right here from S to F. So S is practically a masterpiece. A is like a brilliant episode with only 1 or 2 nitpicks. B is generally good. C is like normally average. And yeah, 1 that's like barely watchable. But then we have D, not quite an episode I would want to watch, but I can see like some positives in it. E is just absolutely boring. I wouldn't really want to watch it either way. And F is just unforgivable. There's no way that I'm watching it at all. So, let's have a grandeur at what episodes we can rank first. I'll get the S rank at the top there of the page so we can still see some episodes. Yep, there we go. Okay. Who's ready for this? Joseph, the Dumble Poster, is ready for this. Yes. Hello, Lightning Pitch, Jazz Hots, Rocky. Yeah, that is a good episode. The Hunt for Eggman Bunny. That's another good one, but we'll get there eventually, don't worry. I'm open to all kinds of questions and discussion about each episode once we get to them. Right, let's start. Enough whomping about. So first off, we have Sisters Take Flight, the beginning episode, and the one that's supposed to start like chronologically. I would have to say that this is a decent episode to start the whole show off of. We've got like the antics going on with Pip and Zip still bearing with the celebration of the festival, and Queen Haven just typically blowing it out of proportion. And yeah, it's kind of funny as well. And we do see the Bright House already set up, but it's like in the process of in moving in and like being refurbished, so it's not quite perfect yet, but we're still getting everything started in Sisters Take Flight. It's a good enough episode on its own. So, and it did make me laugh, especially with the stuff with the balloons. That was quite hilarious. But would I rank it like... I'm probably going to say that Sisters Take Flight is a B rank. It's a generally good episode, yes, but it's not one of the best, but it's like one that I can just easily pass the time with. Oh, what does Doc have to say? Beg your pardon, but did you hear the news that Amazon's going to be making a live... Oh, yeah. I think it's a bad idea. There's no way there's no way that movie is going to be a success. Unless it's something like a G1 live action stuff. Because that generation had humans in it. And maybe the ponies were the most realistic looking back then. But unless it's like a G1, like reboot, or something like the Sonic movies, I don't think it's going to be really impressing anyone. It's going to be a huge disappointment. Alright, next up we have A Home to Share. Yes, now this is an episode I can get behind, because the antics and the madness that was going on with all of the main six trying to decide what goes where in the new Bright House. It's like your typical moving in episode, so you've got to have like the new musical, what was it? Work, 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 yeah. And that's one of my favorite songs as well. And everyone's just going absolutely crazy. And then we got that sweet tender moment with Sunny staring at the photo of her dad. Oh, that was very tender. Home to Share, and then eventually everyone just coming together and learning the meaning that we can get all of this done together if we actually work together and not just separately and making a mess of everything. Yeah, the music really went together with it well, and yeah, the ending was quite hilarious as well, with Snipsalot trying to already smash it down. I really like that. Is it a S rank though? It's definitely better than A Sisters Takes Flight. I did rank it as one of my favorites before. But critically, I'd say probably this deserves like a tier list up ranking. So I would give A Home to Share an A rank. It's definitely good. And oh yes, the third episode. Here's the funny thing though, I cannot believe that the writers had written the greatest episode ever in the show, and then immediately afterwards, with Nightmare Roommate, they wrote the most absolute atrocity that it is. So it literally just went from peak to bottom of the barrel instantaneously. But right now, we are focusing on Zip's Flight School, or Zip Gets Her Wings, if you want to be that specific. A masterpiece episode, right away, there's no explaining this one. It's an S rank. The stuff that was going on with Zip having to train those Pegasi and struggling with it, and all the characters getting a slice of the spotlight and all of them failing, and that flashback with Queen Haven as well. Oh my god, that stuff was impressive. And did you know that I think this episode is like a reminiscence on that G4 episode, 246 Great. It tells the exact same story, but in a way better way. So better explanations, better performances, and better graphics and visuals. And yeah, they just abused Hitch in that episode as well, with always getting splattered in the face. Yeah, episode 3 is one of my absolute favorites. It used to be my top favorite as well until I think it was Star Scout Code, or I don't remember which episode it was, but it was one other one that I considered the greatest. But Zip's flight school was the queen of the episodes for a long time. So yeah, definitely deserving of an S rank. Oh boy. What do people have to say for this one? Episode 3 is one of my favorite episodes. Yep, definitely. It is an amazing episode. Nightmare Roommate is an F tier. Okay. Let's just not waste any time and let's get into one of my complete worst favorite episodes, Nightmare Roommate. I hate Izzy Moonbow's performance in this. She is so unbearably annoying with what she does. Always wandering around the Bright House and making a mess of everything and causing, like, distress for her friends in that episode. Like, waking up, we barely slept. And when they went to Hitch for explanations, they pretty much knew the answer of what to do. They didn't really need to go to Hitch for help, and to be honest, I think that was just an exposition overload. And with Izzy rejecting the gifts that her friends gave to her, like, those gifts were, like, genuine, like, yeah, you can have these things as well, so you don't have to keep using our stuff. But then she just did a 180 and said, well, I don't need these anymore, actually, because I'll just continue using your stuff. And maybe it's a bit respectable, but I just think it's a bit hypocritical for my tastes. It's just stupid, this episode. I hate it. I hate it to hell. Yeah, I feel bad for Izzy in this episode as well. I may hate her for what her performance is like, but, you know, I do feel bad for her because this is not exactly at all how she is meant to be characterized. Maybe they were starting to move into the Bright House and adjusting to home life, but in my opinion, that was just not really necessary, and it felt unrealistic, yeah. I wouldn't really say it's an F tier, because I know it has been one of my worst favorite episodes of all time, but still, I would give it like an A rank. It's definitely not one of the best at all. Number 5, we have Welcome to Main Melody, the Main Melody introduction episode, and it's a banger. Yes, it's a really good episode, especially for how it puts Pip in the spotlight, and including Phyllis Cloverleaf from the movie. Oh boy, that was a shock, wasn't it? And her doing the whole hairdo thing, and Pip messing up her hair, and the stuff that was going on with her mane, messing it up and running away before Zip offered a helping hoof to her. Oh, that was so sweet. Yeah, Welcome to Main Melody is another brilliant episode. It's brilliant. That little talk that Zip had with Pip outside of the Main Melody. Ooh, that was one of the most meaningful interactions that the sisters had. Like, you know, you've got the confidence, but how can you do any worse? Because you've already messed up, so why not just go for it and actually prove that you can make a point? So yeah, and it also... it also introduces us to Jazz Hoofs and Rocky Rift. Yeah, the wonderful stylist that we all know and love. Denham comes in again. Yep, it is a Ryan Denham episode as well, so that's why he's my favorite episode in the whole show. Writer in the whole show, not the episode. Sorry. God, this live stream is just making me so awkward, isn't it? But main melody, yeah, where would I rank it? I would say it's an A rank, yeah. It's definitely better than Sisters Take Flight for sure. Episode 6, what did the chat have to say? Let's just see. I just didn't like her being a Karen compared to what she's been through in the movie. Well, to be fair, she was kind of the same in the movie, being, like, overly picky about stuff and mean to everyone. She did propagandize everyone, so every pony would be frightened of her. But thankfully, though, she kind of redeemed herself with that good rating at the end, and she left in a good mood, even though her mane was still messed up. Yeah, that was a bit of good comedy at the end. Number 6, the unboxing of Izzy. I kind of have a love-hate with this. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this episode, honestly. Like, thinking outside of the box plot with Izzy being trapped in that trap as well. Yeah, I didn't really think that the whole tour of the town was really necessary, because they surely would have had the time to settle into the whole Maritime Bay town and, like, know where everything is at that point. So maybe this episode came just a little bit late and not earlier than I would probably have expected. And Hitch's performance, it is a good one, his character, but maybe everyone was just playing a bit of the idiot ball a bit too much in this episode and thinking outside of the box, and the madness that was going along with it. It wasn't really my cup of tea. I didn't really feel the vibe with this episode. It's not one of the best for me. What is Cinderella says Pip episode equals instant favorite for me. Well, of course it would. But don't worry, we've got plenty of those left down to explore. The unboxing of Izzy. I know there are some people that like this episode, but for me personally, it's not one of the best. Because I sometimes love the episode, but then sometimes I absolutely hate it because I'm just so mixed about it, to be honest. Probably the unboxing of Izzy, like the characters in it and the moral, but honestly, I think maybe this episode was just a bit dull and bland. I would say it's a D rank. A D rank, yeah. I'd say that's better. It's better than Nightmare Roommate for sure. Oh yes, number 7, episode 7. Fool Me Once. You already know where this is going, FLUFFBUTTS. Can you guess? It's an S rank. It's a Stormblazer episode. Storm, Zip Storm, and Hitch Trailblazer working together in it for a case of what's going on with like the missing stuff around the town, and bringing it wonderfully together with the critters being the ones actually behind it. That was an awesome twist as well, and I didn't really expect it. And it just turns out that Hitch has been rejecting the critters in favor of his like duty, so he shouldn't be overworking himself, and yeah, he shouldn't be overworking himself and should just take a break every once in a while. And that's what the critters were trying to tell him after all. So yeah, and the visuals in this episode as well, another brilliant stuff. And that's what makes this episode tick in place for me. And it was also written by Selena Friend, yeah. I think it's just such a massive shame that Selena Friend wrote Fool Me Once and Alicorn issues and then practically just went away. Like, come on, girl. If you can write 2 episodes that masterful, why didn't you stay? Yeah, it's a kind of a disappointment, really, because those 2 episodes are laced with some wasted potential. Like, come back! I want you back to write for the show. But still, we had Naomi Smith and Jessica Silcock and Ryan Denham and Tom Gidman. Yeah, we still had those brilliant writers in the end. Next one. What do people have to say? Fool Me Once is an S rank. Yep, Stormblazer forever. Yep, we stand those 2 on this channel. Your voice keeps coming on and off. Oh, well, I hope I can just... What's the audio like on it? So, if it keeps coming off and in, then that's something I really can't control. It's at maximum volume, so sorry about this. Sorry about if you can't keep hearing my voice, but I'll try and like slow things down if that helps. Next episode, number 8, is Clip Trot. I'm not really sure about this one either, because it was all just like a TikTok influencer like influenced episode, because Pip wants to get the clicks for the new dance that the bunny oni do, the bunny oni. I don't know what it is, but I'm not really one for that episode either. But they did bring Alphabetal back for it, and yeah, that was worthwhile. But the whole plot, it was just a bit bland as well. It's not really my cup of tea either. This episode, I wouldn't really say it's I don't think it's bad, but it's not good either. It's just average as well. But I would say it's better than Unboxing of Izzy. There are some moments, especially with that the flashback scene that Pip had of them all in the cave and like complaining about having no cantonet. Yeah, that was hilarious too. I think it's just the moments in this episode that do it for me and not the entire thing. I would rewatch it for that point. So, maybe Clip Trot is a C rank. It's one of the most average episodes, I would say. So yeah, just somewhere in the middle. What do people have to say again for everything else? I don't know about Clip Trot. Yeah, me neither, mate. Nah, it's not the best for me. I'm saying an episode with a Stormblazer moment, some extra points. Yeah, I'm going to try and not be so biased in the stream, especially with episodes centered on Zip and Hitch, because I know. But there are some episodes with them in it that I don't like. We'll get to those eventually. Next up is episode 9. Oh boy. This is the episode that shaped me forever, because it's one that I initially did not like. It's TUES Day. This is an instant A rank. I wouldn't say it's nearly as good as Fool Me Once and Zip's Flight School, because there were some moments that did annoy me a little bit. But everything else in this episode, and especially the stuff concerning with Senior Butterscotch's introduction, that was mwah! And Izzy's loneliness being brought back into the spotlight as a good backdrop, mwah! It's great stuff. I love it. So, yeah, it's TUES Day. I really wish I could give Izzy a hug in this episode. It's just adorable, this one. I sincerely apologize for my first reaction back then, like years ago. I kind of hated it back then, but now, after so many rewatches, I love it with all my heart. It's an A rank, a solidified A rank. S tier, well, someone thinks it's a masterpiece. Well, good for you, Infoniable. I hope that's how you say your name. Sorry if I get any of your names wrong, I apologize. S tier for them. Did you originally hate? Yeah, I did. I regretfully did hate It's TUES Day, because I thought Izzy was just being annoying and Senior Butterscotch was a pointless addition to the show. I didn't really think it was all that good. But now, after so many rewatches and indulging myself with the characters and their histories and what they're actually like, I can actually say, yep, I have my regrets for this episode for hating it. I just want to give my past self a punch. So yeah, It's TUES Day, good episode. Next one, Sunny Day Dinners. Yeah, this one is another conflicting one because it has the adventurous story arc with everyone going on that camping trip and everyone... It's almost like that Friendship is Magic episode. I forgot which one it was. Like, I think it was, it's Castlemania with, like, the main six going into that castle and accidentally scaring each other. I think Sunny Day Dinners was like a reminiscence on that episode. But I did like the stuff that was going on with the heads, like going all around that map. It was like some comedic gold there. But everyone else, like being late for that camping trip, it was alright. But I would say that I love the ending bit around the campfire and everyone just making time for each other. Like, it's not all about being busy. You can, like, take your time off to be with your friends and just enjoy life and not be on the socials every now and then. So, yeah. It is a good episode. Where would I rank Sunny Day Dinners, though? The ending does make up for it a lot. It's, like, the best bit of the episode. Probably, I'd say Sunny Day Dinners is a B rank. It's definitely one of the better episodes, but obviously not grandiose like the ones we've already ranked so far. Episode 11. What on earth was the point of this episode? Maritime Bay Day 2.0. Izzy erasing all of Pip's precious memories because and suddenly everything is deleted. Oh my god, I did feel bad for Pip there because it's so relatable to us content creators and you people as well that like to have memories all on your phone, like stored away, and then to have all of that erased. Oh man, that was tragic. But at least the friends made it up for her to like recreate the Maritime Bay memories in some way in the garden. Oh, that was fun as well, and I did enjoy that. But yeah, they continuously made Izzy almost antagonistic in a way, but I know that's not how she's meant to be characterized, and that did harm this episode somehow. So what people are saying, what was Pip's crying at the beginning? For which episode? For this one? Maritime Bay Day 2.0? Well, she is crying in the thumbnail, and that's when Izzy erased, like, deleted all of those memories from Maritime Bay, from the special. Yeah, I do find it weird how the special was, like, intertwined with these next 3 episodes. Like, the continuity is so out of order. Coffee Gal. Leave my poor girl alone. I'm sorry, Coffee Gal, but you have to admit, Izzy was a bit too silly in this episode. Even Izzy in the movie was not that... Yeah, she wasn't that stupid in A New Generation, so maybe she went a bit off the rails in this episode. Probably Maritime Bay Day. Is it on the same ranking as Clip Trot or Unboxing of Izzy? If I had to compare Maritime Bay Day 2.0 with either of those two, probably, get rid of this ad on the starter, there we go. I don't think I can really enjoy this episode as much as Clip Trot, so, I'd say Maritime Bay Day would be a D rank. So, yeah, sorry Tom Gidman, but this is one of the duds that you've written. You are a brilliant writer. I'm sorry if I'm saying the same words over and over again. I'm really trying to expand my vocabulary, but yeah, apologies if I do that. But yeah, this episode, Maritime Bay Day, not one of my favorites. What are people saying again? Oh my gosh, I feel bad for Pip in the episode after all. Yeah, she definitely did put all the work into that, and I would be Pip in that situation. Like, why did you delete everything? There was my one bit left. Ugh, yeah, I would be crying. Faolan, you're lucky Leaf isn't here. Well, he can complain all he wants. He was biased to the Izzy episode when he did that video, so I'm not being biased here. My true feelings are coming into light. I hope you're enjoying it. Hot takes. Was this episode about forgiveness? I think it was, yeah, like, I know Izzy did feel bad, but at least she came around quickly and she wanted to make it up for Pip. But I think it was just, like, the initial impression that she made. It wasn't really that good. Next episode. Yes, episode 12. The Game is a Hoof. I really enjoyed this episode for some reason. And it introduces us to Zip's visor. Yeah, the wonderful gadget that I love. And the Frankenstallion stuff that was going on at the beginning. Wonderful, good opening scene before Zip just made her entrance frighteningly. Oh, that was gold, yeah. And the stuff that was going on with her detective stuff and trying to find out who took her sunglasses. But then it turns out they were under her pillow the whole time. How inconveniently convenient. Wow, this episode was just a hilarious one, and I did love it. And Izzy crafting that new gift for Zip. Oh, that was wonderful. At least this episode puts Izzy in a good place and actually correctly characterizes her. Yeah, The Game is a Hoof is another good episode. Is it a B or a D? I mean, is it an A or a B rank? I did say before that The Game is a Hoof is one of my favorite episodes. Like, I honorary mentioned it in my previous top rankings list. Maybe The Game is a Hoof. I would give it the benefit of the doubt if everyone got a little bit more to do in the episode. Maybe The Game is a Hoof is like a high B. I think The Game is a Hoof is like the highest B rank episode there is. It's still an enjoyable episode nonetheless. And oh god. No. Not this one. Sorry if you guys are gonna hate me for this one, but episode 13, dumpster diving. It's an F. I am so sorry. Izzy was... Okay, if I thought her behavior in Nightmare Roommate was bad enough, dumpster diving just drops it out the window and into the dumpster, because dumpster diving is an absolute atrocity. But the song is good. Yes, the TRASH song is brilliant. It is an excellent song, but the story that it's featured in is absolutely undeserving of it. It should have been a completely different episode for that song to be featured in. And how Izzy was just riding around on her cart and trying to find something for the lantern, and then she ended up abusing Posy Bloom for her earring that she didn't even want in the first place. Like, what was the point of that? It just dragged out the runtime and took up so much stuff that was unnecessary. Yeah, it's stupid, this episode. Dumpster diving is an F, and Yeah, I don't like it at all. Just know that I despise dumpster diving with my heart. And next one. But first, what's the chat saying? We got 31 people in here. Wow. Hello everyone. If you just entered the stream, welcome. Poor Posey. Yep. Poor Posey. Yep. Poor Posey just got abused. And she was right to be angry for once in that episode. Honestly, go ahead, Cortez. I hated it too. In fact, I didn't care for it. Well, at least I'm thankful that some people are on the same page as me. But if New Leaf Pony was here, if you've seen his reactions as well, he would be roasting me in the chat. But thankfully he isn't, so he is not here to make an opinion. Okay, what's next? Yes! Yes, this one! Alicorn Issues, yes, and the final Selena Friend masterpiece. Yeah, this is instantly going into S. Alicorn Issues expertly crafted an episode for Sunny Star Scout. It was fantastic, and especially that ending scene with Sunny going along the beach to save the pipsqueaks from a large wave that could have just splashed them. Oh, and her lashing out those Alicorn powers. Oh, that was satisfying, and it was an outstanding finish for what the story was focusing on, because Sunny needs to control her Alicorn powers one way or another. And those tasks that Izzy, Pip, and Zip put her up to, they were just trying to help her and make her feel better, so it's not really their fault, because they didn't really take Sunny's feelings into account, did they? It kind of does make them a little bit bad in the long run, but I can instantly forgive it for what Hitch was saying to her with that little chat, you know, it's not all on your shoulders, Sunny. You don't have to bear these consequences all for yourself. We have our own as well, so you're not alone in this fight. Yeah, she just became so damn great in the episode, and her performance shined out the most. It's why it's deserving of an S rank. Chicken nuggets. Yeah, it's just a good episode again. One of the very best. The other Selena Friend episode, and it's an excellent one. I definitely agree with you, Javia. Good one. And it is so good. Yeah, it is good. This was Selena Friend's banger. Yep, it is a banger, and it's her final one, shamefully. So I kind of wish she made a return later on down the line, but yep, she didn't. The Sunny and Hitch moment was good despite short. Yeah. The moment was perfectly slowed down. Yeah, I think it's just another shame as well how Tell Your Tale was just constricted to just 5 minutes of runtime. It deserved a longer. Next one. Oh, what was this one? Making a Fool of Me. Yeah, number 15. Yeah, I'm not really one for this episode either. Pip accidentally turning her friends into babies and then making a mess of the main melody. What was the story there? I think it was just discovering the glitter, Sunny's Alicorn glitter that turns them into babies. It wasn't really my thing as well. There are 1 or 2 good baby episodes down in season 2, but this one was not a good first impression. It was not. Yeah, I didn't really vibe with it either. But it's definitely not as worse. It's definitely not as worst or bad as Nightmare Roommate. I can forgive it somewhat. But I would say that Making a Fool of Me is an equal ranking with a D rank. Honestly, there was just a thin story there. I didn't really see the point in it. Next one. Oh, now this is a proper stinker. Episode 16. Nay Fever. Oh, God. Gretchen Mallory was such a mixed writer in the first season. She wrote some complete atrocities in her first run. Especially with this one, I think. Nay Fever, it was not a good episode at all. And the ending was hypocritical with Dahlia selling those sneeze flowers that did rainbow colors. What? And then it just faded away the repercussions of that would have been wild if the ponies found out about that. They would be abusing poor Dahlia even more for what she did. Yeah, this episode was just a poor one. And especially with Dahlia turning on Sunny as well. Haven't you done enough? It was all your fault, Dahlia. Sunny only encouraged and tried to help you. Oh my god, everyone in this episode was an arsehole. I didn't really get the point of it, so... But is it on equal standings with dumpster diving or Nightmare Roommate? I'd say it's one of the absolute worst, yeah. Nay Fever is another S rank. And even the Sneeze song as well, yeah, I forgot about that. No, that song is a stupid one as well. It's one of my least favourite songs in G5. The Sneeze song, like, at chewing. They shouldn't have included that stuff in the song. It just makes it sound worse. So yeah, Nay Fever is a F rank. Making a fool of me almost had nothing going for it, and oh god, the next episode is even worse. No, you're not getting ahead of yourself, Javier. You're speaking the truth there, because I'm on the same page as you. I'm surprised. I wasn't surprised seeing Dahlia was part of Posy's hate. Oh yeah, she was part of Posy Bloom's like Karen mob in this Make Your Mark special. So yeah, it would make sense that she would turn on Sunny as well. Haven't you done enough? It was all your darn fault, girl. What did you expect? Oh yeah. Nay Fever, just knock it straight to hell. Number 17. Oh, what was this one? Queen for a Day. Yeah, it was Queen for a Day. Queen Haven Spotlight and the main 5 just shining once again. Oh, I think this is one of the most underrated episodes, actually. It puts Queen Haven in the spotlight with how much she does and how much she's overworked with all those royal duties. Yeah, it makes us, like, emphasize and sympathize for Queen Haven's work as a queen as well. And with the main 5 taking over her duties for the day, like, yeah, we've got this handled. We can take over your job if we wanted to. And like, okay, children, go on ahead. I'll just have my holiday. And just seeing the main 6 being abused through their activities with the babies and the cutting of the rope, and Pip accidentally like dropping her phone on that stallion's broken leg. And it being photographed as well. That was a hilarious moment as well. And then all of them just coming to Haven. We are so sorry for assuming that you can do everything yourself. I'm so sorry. Yeah, and they all came together for a lovely royal dinner, and it was just all wrapped up sweetly. Queens for a Day is an underrated real episode. It's a great one. I wish people would realize it a lot more sooner, because yeah, it's one of the best. Is it an S rank though? Because I did say it's underrated, but I think it's just the unfortunate fact that people tend to forget this episode because it is sandwiched between one worst episode and one of the better episodes. But Queens for a Day, I would say that it's an A rank. It's a solid A rank. I wish people would recognize it a lot more because, yeah, it deserves a lot more love. That episode was a sweet one. Yep, you're speaking the truth again, Coffee. Nice one. Pip and Sip fail as queens. Yeah, and that shows why they are not ready to be queens yet. Well, if they ever wanted to take the throne, that is. Queen for a Day is very underrated. Yep, underrated for real. It was a good one. I actually like that one. I agree, it's underrated. Yeah. Oh my god. I thought people in this stream would be disagreeing with me or somewhat, but wow, it's actually refreshing to get some more eyes that are like on the same page as me. So, well, thank you very much, everyone. Gotta go to work right now, but just want to say, love your work, Faolan. Oh, thank you very much, Rockhopper. Good one. Alright, next one. 18. Oh, what was this one? Was it the same one that had the Equestria Games one? Oh yeah, it was the Equestria Games on your cutie marks. Yes. Oh, I like this one. It's another good one, especially how it puts Alphabetal and Queen Haven in the spotlight together. Ooh, that ship was just flourishing in this episode, and I loved it. Especially the stuff that was going on with the Oh shit. Hold on 1 second, guys. I just heard a voice. Turn the mic back on. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. My dad just arrived back home. Whatever. I'm back now. So how many people are in the stream right now? 30. Oh, still going strong. Thank you. But anyway, let's continue. Yeah, on your cutie marks. Yeah, that was a good episode again with the Equestria Games antics and how it almost like destroyed our friends' friendships as well, because we got another glimpse into that bright house with the glitching as well. Oh, that did put me on edge a little bit. But is it one of the better episodes? Because in the end, everyone just won and not like a specific group. But I can see the point in it because otherwise it would have destroyed like the relationship between the species. On your cutie marks, I've forgotten who wrote it. I think it was either Tom Gidman or Ryan Denham. It is a good one again, but obviously not one of the best. But it's definitely not better than Queens for a Day. So I would say on your cutie marks is a B rank. Because it's a good episode, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's just not qualified as the other masterpieces so far. Episode 19. Yes, another underrated episode. And fun fact, I know where this is going. And yep, okay, don't get me wrong, Lost in Translation is a clever episode. How it puts Hitch's powers into the spotlight this time and actually makes the critters like speak English to him. Like that was a smart use of like the method of like the different perspectives between Hitch and Sunny. Like only Sunny can hear the critters like jabbering and like gobbling away in like animalish. Well, Hitch can only hear them in like pure English because yeah, he can understand the animals as well now, and he can actually feel closer to the animals and trying to solve their dispute between who like gets the bush like berries and such. And also the song as well, We Got a Rule for That. That's another great song as well, and one of Hitch's very best. Lost in Translation. It is another underrated episode, and I wish people would recognize it a lot more. Lost in Translation, I love it so much. But, oh man, is it an S or an A rank? Taking into consideration the cleverness that was going on with the script and Sunny helping Hitch through his problems and the ending as well when the critters like made up and then when Hitch wanted the berries, they ironically teamed up together and they drew Sunny and Hitch away. Like that was a perfect ending as well. Yeah, I'd say that Lost in Translation is an S rank. It's unbeatable. I love it. And the cleverness that was going on with the script, it was just smart. What do people have to say? Lost in Translation is Hitch's masterpiece. I would say that Fool Me Once is Hitch's masterpiece because, yeah, he was comedic and clever as well in that episode. It was just good. I can't believe the writers actually made Alpha Haven a thing. Well, they were inevitable because they were hinted at in this episode and eventually in Make Your Mark Chapter 4, they became real. So, no complaints there. Hot take. Lost in Translation is not my Oh, no. Not a fan of... Well, I wouldn't really have expected anything different from the critters' voices. They would be a bit squeaky and indifferent to what Hitch would like have expected them to sound like, but yeah, each to each of their own opinions. Yeah, if you don't like it, then all the power to you. But it is one of my favorites, so yeah. Great episode for Hitch and his powers. Yeah, the song was fun. Yep, absolutely. One there all the way. Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you. Now we're 20 episodes in. The Rufus One Trick Pony. Now this one I was kind of on the fence with at first as well, and I still kind of am because I feel like Rufus's performance was a little bit wasted. He was really trying his best to like stand out from being just a normal magician and actually trying to be good in the eyes of the residents for once, like actually helping Hitch with his like prison and Queen Haven and accidentally like making her crown disappear. That was a bit comedic. But the way everyone just behaved towards him, it wasn't really intentional. He was just trying to make everyone laugh and have a bit of fun, but I guess it just didn't really work out in the end. But until he saved Glory, the pipsqueak, from falling out of the sky, oh, that was a tense scene as well. And all kudos to Rufus for saving that pipsqueak. Yeah, Rufus is an underrated character. Because, yeah, one of the most underrated background characters and one of the most likable ones in the background in G5. He deserves a lot more love as well. One Trick Pony. There was also those moments when Izzy, like, encouraged him to, like, forget what they say. Be creative on your own, because, you know, you've got the potential. But it's just the way, everyone just treated Rufus in One Trick Pony. It's not the best. I would say One Trick Pony is an average episode. One that I could pass the time with, but not one that I would really choose. So I would say it's a C rank. One Trick Pony. Sorry, Rufus, but this is an average episode. You deserved better. Episode 21. Oh, yes. My bananas, my bananas. Yeah, that song. It's still stuck in my head. And this whole episode was just one big fail army compilation. Like, you know, you don't have to be embarrassed about your fails. Own up to them and you will see the light in them because everyone finds it funny. They're not mocking you. They're laughing at you while still with you. So you can see the fun in it. Yeah, My Bananas is... I think it's one of the most misunderstood episodes, if I have to say. Because people think that people were being mean to Sunny, but... no, I don't think that was on the right page. Yeah, it's just a conflicting episode, that My Bananas. But I'd say it's like a good episode for what it is, and I can see the moral that was going on in it. It's kind of wholesome in a way too. So, My Bananas, it's not quite a C rank, but I would say it's a B rank. It's one of the lowest B ranks, but it's still up there with the decent episodes, I would say. It was Izzy's creativity, it is. Yeah, that stuff did happen in One Trick Pony. Yeah, Izzy was the shining light in that episode. Cortez, who do you think would win in a magician's battle, Rufus or Trixie? It's obviously Trixie. Like, she is an actual unicorn and can conjure up much better magic than Rufus can, because all Rufus has is the vine magic and the earth pony magic, so it's not as OP as Trixie's magic would be. My Bananarama. Nice one, 39 sinks. My Bananas is a very funny episode. Yep, it does have the hilarity going for it. It's fun, definitely a good lesson too. Yep, the stuff that was going on with the fails. Like, if Pip can, like, own up to her fails and having them recorded on camera, then so can you, Sunny. It's not that bad. It's very underrated. I wouldn't really say it's underrated. I think it's just one of the episodes that's just there. It's just plonked into the middle of the episode count. Maybe it's just a bit of filler, probably. This episode does tackle the POV of people who were and are becoming memes of the internet. Oh, yeah, that is true, because stuff like politicians nowadays, they are being the butt of the joke, so if they can't see the fun in it, then what's the point in being alive? Because you're not seeing the fun, and it's, well, concerning, like, politicians and stuff, they deserve to be mocked. But, like, good people like Sunny, they don't deserve it, but they're only... yeah, they're doing it in a positive manner, I would say. Next one. Oh, God. I know people are going to be pissed at me for this episode. Zip's Yes Day. It's absolutely not one of my favorites. I am sorry. The toxicity of friendship in that episode was unbearable. And the main five wanting Zip to do their things and restrict her from saying yes and, like, not saying no to anything, that was kind of harmful. And yeah, I just think that this episode got it absolutely wrong with the way it was conceptualized, because yeah, Zip is like an anxious character. She's reclusive a bit, so yeah, I thank you for your opportunity, but that's not something that I would really want to do, so I would rather do stuff my way. But then Sunny and her friends just had to be kind of jerks to Zip in this episode. It almost reminded me of how her friends behaved towards Zip in the first Make Your Mark special. They just weren't listening to her. They weren't really offering a hand, like, well, what do you want to do, and we'll go along with you. People say that that was just for the plot, but if it was just for the plot, then that does not make the plot a good one. It's just stupid, and especially the stuff with the ending going on. Like, it does try to wrap itself up in a humble way. Like, maybe I should say yes to a lot more things and not be so introverted as people may seem to think I am. But to me, that is just not the way people should, like, try and bring, like, people like Zip that are, like, quiet and reclusive and isolated, who prefer to be, like, on the silent side of stuff. They shouldn't really, like, be encouraging people to always say yes and don't you dare say no. Yeah, I'm sorry, but Zip's yesterday is an F rank. It's not one that I ever want to return back to. The rainbow hair is good looking though on Zip. I do love the rainbow hair though. That was like the only redeeming thing in that episode, the rainbow hair. Friendship is toxic. Yep, it was in that episode. I'm sorry. I know there will be some people that will have a lot of opinions on that matter, but I can't be convinced. I'm sorry. It's just terribly written. Yep. Again, I don't know who wrote it. Maybe, I think it was Gretchen Mallory or Jessica Silcock and Naomi Smith. But either way, they weren't good writers for the episode. Misty learning to say no. Oh, yes! Oh, the Ponycorn, Clonycorn episode. Well, where is it? Where was that one? Which one was it? Oh, yeah, this one. The unreleased second season episode with Misty learning how to say no instead of yes. That was a way better episode than Zip's yesterday. You should learn how to say no to things more than saying yes. Oh, yeah, I agree with you 100% there, Rock. You need to learn how to say no more than yes. I loved rainbows. Yep, the rainbow hair. Yeah, it's just another good stuff. That was the only good thing in Zip's yesterday, the rainbow hair for Zip. Episode 23. Oh, yes. Another Ponies Trash. Another severely underrated episode. And I personally think it's one of the very best. It's up there on an S rank. You can critique me all you want, but Another Ponies Trash is another brilliantly characterized episode. And how it brings Posey into the positive spotlight for a change. Because she was the one who initiated the whole town, like, gathering up everybody and offering them to help the main five clear up the rubbish and the garbage that was all around town. And it brings everyone together in an enlightening way and makes the town better for a change. And yeah, they declared that day like a national cleanup day or something. And yeah, it just made a difference. And every pony just got along in the episode. And yeah, they actually wanted to do some significant change. So yeah. Another Ponies Trash is another underrated episode, and one that deserves to be noticed more often. So yeah, it's an S rank. It's definitely up there with these 6. I mean, is that 6? No, it's 5. Zip was kind of harassed in... Yeah, she was kind of harassed in yesterday. I got to do that more often. I tend to say yes a lot. Yeah, come on, dude. You need to say no a lot more, because if there's something that you don't like or you don't really want to do and you want to make people understand your feelings, just say no. Just make them understand, and hopefully they will understand you too. A very important episode. Yes, Another Ponies Trash is another good one, because it kind of relates back to a point in my life where I went on like a national citizens trip like around the UK, and we actually had to help out the community, like clean up the litter everywhere. And you know what? It actually felt kind of good to do something like that. Like, you understand how everyone feels around littering, and you know, if you just offer a helping hand every once in a while, it can be beneficial for your mentality and stuff. Yeah, it actually makes you feel good. Another Ponies Trash. This is what dumpster diving should have been. Well, both episodes aren't really the same plot, mate, so... but I can see where you're coming from, because both of them do center around rubbish. But yeah, they aren't the same story. But if it was, yeah, dumpster diving would have been a better episode. It is a golden yay. Yeah, absolutely. The next one. Episode 24. You all know what this one is. Come on. There was nothing I can say badly about episode 24, Star Scout Code. Go straight into S rank, my boy. Star Scout Code is another masterpiece from Ryan Denham. How it posthumously brings back Argyle with that projector, and seeing Sonny almost cry. Oh my god! And all of the main five going on that quest to find the missing pieces of the rug. That rug, I kind of wish that rug actually got made in real life, because I would have it in my room. Yeah, Star Scout Code is another masterful episode. And the ending as well. Hoof to Heart, I know you will find your friends and your family someday. And then Sunny says, with all the ponies looking at her, I already did. So yeah, it all paid off in the end and they all shared that hug. I was legitimately in tears always when I was rewatching it. Oh, Star Scout Code is just immensely sweet. I love it so much. So yeah, it's an S rank. Nothing else to say. We all know it's a good one. Episode 24 is peak season 1. I would say that one other episode is considered the peak of season 1, but this one, yeah, this was like the original peak of season 1. 1000% a golden yay. Yep, it is a golden yay. Star Scout Code is just perfection. Absolute perfection. Yep, you're speaking the truth again. Yep. Episode 24 was my favorite for a really long time. It's so good. Well, I would honestly consider Zip's Flight School still better than Star Scout Code, but still Star Scout served its purpose, and yeah, it was just emotionally beautiful. I love the stuff that was going on in it. You'll play your part, hoof to heart. Yep, hoof to heart. Yeah, that's just what the episode represented. I loved it. Episode 25. Oh, what one was that? Oh yeah, Pony Party. Yeah, the one it was Sunny's birthday. I think episode 25, Pony Party, was like a soft sequel to A Home to Share, because they have practically the same story, where with Sunny getting overwhelmed with so many activities and rushing away to her room just to have a moment together before she brings every pony together the way she wants it to be, so it doesn't become overbearing. Both episodes are practically the same, but Pony Party has Sunny's birthday as a backdrop, and yeah, all the activities that they share together. It was engaging and entertaining. Oh, Pony Party was just, yeah, it's just a Home to Share number 2. I would say, yeah, it's, oh, I put a Home to Share in A rank, but is it on the same A rank as, or is it a B? Oh my god, I don't know. Pony Party is, yeah, it is the same, but, oh god, where do I put this one? Pony Party. What do you guys have to say about Pony Party? I want to get some extra opinions for this one, because I'm actually kind of conflicted. Is it an A or a B? Oh boy, let's just see. Pony Party is Jessica Silcock and Naomi Smith's masterpiece. Nah, I don't think, nah. Pony Party is not their masterpiece. There is another episode in season 1 that I would consider to be their masterpiece, not Pony Party. Sunny was mature here. Yeah, she was mature because she made everyone stop doing the activities. Like, I know you all are excited for my birthday, but this is not exactly what I had in mind. The episode was okay. I think it was just decent. Izzy having a cannon just like Pinky's. Oh yeah, she did have that party cannon as well. I think the episode would have been immensely better if they had that sound effect to it. That would have been an awesome callback. Are you talking about Eggman Bunny? No, actually I ain't. Because that Eggman Bunny is actually a Tom Gidman episode. So we'll save that for later. Alright, now I really need to head to work. Alright, Rockhopper, I'll see you soon. See you around. Also, that part with Sunny and Izzy crafting is so cute. Yeah, I did like the activities that were going on, because we did get some time with each character, so they did shine. Oh god, where do I put this one? I am not sure. If I had to go with anything, I would say it's the highest B rank. We'll put it in B for now, and we'll consider what other episodes we have down the line and see if it deserves a B or an A, but I'll put it in B for now. Next one. Oh, God's sake, here we go. The genesis of G5 toilet humor, ladies and gentlemen. Pup Hunt. This is an absolute one of the worst episodes. Oh my god. This episode didn't need to have that joke at the end. I am so sorry. Pup Hunt is an atrocity. Yeah, it's one of the worst episodes again. Pup Hunt is an F. I don't know what it is about this episode, but it just pisses me off so much. And not just the fart joke at the end. Like, everyone just getting mixed up in each other's businesses, trying to find where Cloudpuff has gone. It didn't really make sense, and everyone was just, everyone was just messing up each other. And especially when Hitch rightfully heard Cloudpuff's voice inside that box when it got delivered to the Bright House. Like, no, this is not for me. You clearly heard that noise, Hitch. Don't you dare lie. Whatever. Pup Hunt is just an F rank. I'm not talking any longer on it. It's just so boring. I hate it. I hate it. Pointless episode. Yep, absolutely, Coffee Gal. You're right there again. Dang it, Cloudpuff. Yeah, Cloudpuff, why did you have to start a trend that initially got... No. I am so mad about this episode. Why did Cloudpuff have to start a piece of humor that eventually got passed on to Sparky? He didn't deserve that. It is the beginning of the toilet humor. Gretchen Mallory wrote it. Yeah, it is another one of Mallory's just worst episodes. It's a rusty nay. Yep. Hecking rage bait. Oh, shut up, Luke Rose. I'm not rage baiting here. Everyone pretty much considers this episode to be one of the lowest points. It doesn't matter anyway. Whatever. Episode 27. All that jazz. Yes! This was Jazz Hoof's finest hour, and Izzy's creativity shined out so much in this episode. I loved it. Oh, man. All that jazz. And that scene in Bridalwood as well. And with all those musical notes and the colourful visuals and all the wavy stuff that was going on in the backgrounds. What on earth happened there? The animators must have had a blast animating all that jazz. Oh. Because it relates back to, like, not having the confidence to, like, do your own stuff. So you need to gain some, like, inspiration from others so you can, like, continue. It's almost like a mini Izzy Does It or Blocky Walkies in a way. Yeah. I would say it's like a mini precursor to like those creative block episodes. It's wonderful. I like it. Is it an S rank or an A? Given what we learnt in about Jazz Hoofs and the stuff that was going on with the creativity and Izzy having actually a good moment in the spotlight for once. Yeah, I have to give it an S. All That Jazz is another worthy episode for one of the toppest tier. All That Jazz is splendid. It's outstanding. And especially the stuff that was going on for Jazz. Yeah, I love that for her. All That Jazz, yep. That was, we just ranked that. Not just that, but Pup Hunt is easily skippable. Yeah, it is one of the most skippable episodes there is. I could just happily skip over that and not give a damn. Cute impression of that sound effect. Yeah, you'd like that, didn't you? All That Jazz is Jazz Hoof's masterpiece. Yep, it certainly is. Alex Collier. Oh yeah, Alex Collier wrote All That Jazz. Like, that was the only, like, decently good episode that he wrote in his whole run. Like, All That Jazz was his one-shot wonder. Yeah, Alex Collier, you weren't really the best writer, but every now and then you wrote episodes like this one, All That Jazz, and yeah, I applaud you, because yeah, it's great. It's great. Episode 20. Oh no, this was the episode where they practically made Pip into a pedophile. I hate it. I'm not speaking on this episode. I'm giving it an F rank and moving on. There's no way I'm talking about this episode. If I had... I hate it. I hate it. Pip Squeaks Forever. Down instantaneously. I am not speaking on this one. It's just stupid! Oh, it is a nightmare. It is a nightmare, Coffee Gal. Yeah. I hate it. It's just stupid. This episode just makes me so angry whenever I think about it. Okay, I'm gonna continue on before I get any more mad. I'm sorry. Episode 29, Dragon Dad. Oh yeah, this was when after chapter 3 or chapter 4 was starting to begin. Or was it either way? Was it after chapter 2 or chapter 3 ended? Or yeah, I think it was like that one. Either way, Dragon Dad. I think this one is just like a drained or watered down Have You Seen This Dragon, because Sparky goes all around the town and dragging Hitch along with him. It was comedic. It was hilarious. And also this brings in Misty Bright Dawn into Tell Your Tale. Yep, I loved her inclusion as well, and that stuff she was doing, like spying on the ponies as well. She still has her duties in place. Like I said, this one is just like a rip-off of Have You Seen This Dragon. It's nothing really special. It does have Sparky in it, though. It does debut... It does... Oh, God, my throat. Sorry. I'm having a bit of trouble here with my throat, because I'm starting to speak a lot more now. Like I just said, it does debut a lot of new characters into the show, because yeah, at this point both shows are coinciding with each other, so they're kind of merging. But Dragon Dad, it's not one of the best, absolutely, definitely not. But it's not as bad as people would say. I'd say it's just mediocre, so like probably like a C rank. I just wish more came out of this episode, if I had to say. The Pipsqueaks deserved better. Yeah, they did. I'm not speaking on the episode. Sorry. Misty's... Yeah, it was her debut as well. Yeah, her spying on the ponies. Pesky little unicorn. Dragon Dad. Yeah, we all love Sparky from the episode. He was like a maniac in the episode, and I did laugh at him. Misty, my queen. Yeah. Episode 30 was a blast. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's next. Yeah. Nightmare Night Party. This is another S rank. Absolutely. Nightmare Roommate. No, that's not the episode. Sorry. It's Nightmare Night Party. Yeah, it's another brilliant episode because it brings forward the Monster Party song. Yeah, that is another absolute banger. And all the variety of costumes that were going on in the main melody. And the plot of Opaline just wanting to experiment to find out how the pony's magics like work so she can like dig deeper into her research for evil plans. And then eventually Misty just joining in on the party because Opaline allowed it. Like, okay, Opaline, that was a moment of kindness from you. Don't be late home, Misty. I'll give you this chance, but don't you dare be late home. Yeah. Nightmare Night Party is another certified great. It's a good one. Great. Yeah, it was a blast. It got me into the Halloween season. I remember the Thriller song you injected. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, as a blooper, because if you haven't seen my cinema wins on Nightmare Night Party, go and check it out. It's in a playlist on my channel. Yeah, I've also got the Hot Day Heart still being written for one episode of Cinema Wins. Don't you worry. Monster Party is the best song. Not in my opinion, but it is like one of my favorites. A fantastic first Nightmare Night episode. Absolutely, yes. The episode where fans were raging. Oh yeah, I remember that discourse that happened on Twitter, like, oh my god, why is Sunny wearing a Nightmare Night costume? Nightmare Moon costume? Shouldn't that really be continuity? The continuity is out of order! Like, oh my god, guys, it's just a comeback. Relax. And, you know, it could have, like, paid off with the history that was going on at the time. Sunny would have read up on, like, Nightmare Moon and Princess Luna anyway. Episode 31, Haunted. Oh, no. Now, this is the one where Sparky first did the gas jokes, and yeah, it wasn't good at all either. It was not special. But the vibes that was going on with the haunted house in this episode, oh boy, I loved it. But until it got to that ending, that everything just went downhill. I love the majority of the episode, but until it gets to that point, it's just nonsense. Yeah, I don't know where. And Misty did get a moment to shine as well in this episode because she was trying to capture Sparky all over again. But if I'm being honest, the dialogue was kind of bland. It wasn't really nothing inspired or anything. It was just kind of cliche this episode. So yeah, nothing about it really impressed me apart from like the atmosphere. Haunted House was written by Gretchen Mallory. Yeah, it was written by Gretchen. I'm starting to think that Gretchen wanted to include these fart jokes for the sake of it. But yeah, I don't think it really worked well with the fans back then. And thankfully, there were no fart jokes in Season 2. So yeah, that's a win for us. But Haunted House as an episode... I'm not going to give it an E because I do like the atmosphere and the vibes that were going on. But I'm not going to give it a C because I can't put it on equal levels as something like Dragon Dad or One Trick Pony. Because that, at least those episodes had good intentions. So I'm going to have to give Haunted House a D. Yeah, it's a D. It's not one of the best. What do people have to say for this one? The thumbnail is great, though. Yeah, it is great. Like, just look at Sunny and Izzy just embracing. Ah! Oh, they were cute. They were adorable in the thumbnail. Hitch scared of the dark. Yeah, I do like that for his character as well, because it does make sense. Like, he's the big macho sheriff, but he can be sheriff, like, scared of the dark. So, it's just normal characterization for him. So, it just makes sense that someone big and strong as him would have, like, a supernatural and common fear. Like, ooh, okay, maybe we could use that to our advantage later on down the line. I can't believe that Sparky was the victim of most of these fart jokes. Why? Yeah, I ask you the same question, Gretchen. Why? Why did you have to include that stuff for him? Just keep it restricted to Cloudpuff or something, because he's an actual dog. Whatever. Make Your Mark had a better Halloween episode. Nightmare on Main Street, yeah. I would say that Nightmare Night Party is better than Nightmare on Main Street, but Nightmare on Main Street is better, way better than Haunted House. So yeah, like, Nightmare on Main Street is the perfect middle ground. So yeah, it's a D. Let me just take a quick moment for a quick snack. So how do you feel about this tier list so far, FLUFFBUTTS? We're only, we're almost there. I say we're like a third of the way through. We're like 31 episodes in. So we're almost there. We're halfway done. No, we're not halfway. We're a third of the way done. Which episodes are you most interested for me to rank? Because we'll get there eventually. But yeah, we've still got the Season 2 episodes and the unreleased ones as well. Alright, let's continue on. Coming up next. No. I refuse to even talk about this episode. I am not talking on it. No. I'm not speaking on this one. My lips are so tight. Baby Critters Club. If there was a lower ranking for this one, I would give it like a U or a G. It's certified, and it's, yep, I'm speaking officially now. Baby Critters Club is the lowest of the low in Tell Your Tale. Not saying anything else. Number 33, Philly Filling. Who else remembers what the original thumbnail looked like? Like, hold on, wait. Let me just grab the initial thumbnail. I'll show it to you in a second. Let me just grab it. Where is it? Philly Filling. Let me just get the thumbnail up. Because if you were there when the original thumbnail was there. Okay, here it is. Oh, almost. Oh no, don't move it, jeez. I guess we'll just have to save it. I wish you could see it though, but because I've got it cropped. I apologize. But yeah, if you let's just look it up for yourself, and you'll see that it's not as pleasant because it has Pip and Sparky. Like, oh, the thumbnail was so weird. I don't know why they initially put that as the thumbnail for Philly Filling. Okay, what do people have to say though for Baby Critters Club? Jazz was butchered, and yep, she was straight up insulted in this episode. Nothing to say for Baby Critters, yep, nothing to say at all, so yeah, let's just continue on. I don't remember the OG thumbnail. Seriously, look it up. Just type up MLP Philly Filling MLP Philly filling, and then you'll see the thumbnail. It has Sparky and Pip in the thumbnail, and it's the title alone is unsettling. Yeah, Philly filling. What? I forgot who wrote the episode, but who on earth thought of that title? That is so out of context. No, I'm not gonna make a joke on it. I'm not. Jesus Christ. Okay, back to Philly filling. Yeah, despite all of the raunchiness concerning the title and the thumbnail, I honestly think Philly filling is just one of the most funny episodes there is. The cartoon physics that was going on in it was so hilarious. Pip being trapped in that pumpkin, not calling out for help like she would usually because Zip gave her that advice. Well, you're always on your phone. Why don't you just try something out for yourself? And then it just all paid off because she was stuck in that pumpkin and she got made into pumpkin pie. Like, surely if the pumpkin that Pip was in got turned into pumpkin pie, how wasn't Pip able to be seen? Like, surely they would have cut open the pumpkin and seen her inside nonetheless. I have absolutely no idea what was going on with this episode. It's just so weird. Your mic is glitching. Is it? Let me just quickly have a look. Video capture. Doesn't seem to be. Well, I'm sorry if it's glitching on your end, FLUFFBUTTS. I just hope that you're enjoying it anyway. Like I said, just, oh, what was I gonna say? If I use, like, if any music is slightly loud or, I don't know, just please notify me, okay? Anyway, Philly, oh god, why is this episode just confounded my brain now? I feel so confused. Let's just give a B rank and move on. I don't care. Philly filling is a B. I'm not speaking on it any longer. It's just, this episode just messes up my brain somehow, and I find it funny. I don't know why. It's stupid. It's like, I looked up the old thumbnail and it is weird. Yeah, it is. It's just strange. I don't know what the team were on. Alex Collier wrote this. Oh, did he? Did Alex really write this episode? Wow. Well, Alex, I guess you were a bad writer, but you did write stuff like this. I don't know what is going on. This episode has just wrecked my brain now. What do I say? Let's just move on, okay? Let's just move on to the next one. Episode 34, Sneaksy Strikes Again. Oh no, this one. Yeah, I don't really like this episode. It's not one of my favorites. Izzy's logic and everyone else in this episode was so flawed because if Izzy was doing that graffiti around the town and like actually bending lampposts and painting stuff on a wall and people were considering that not really vandalism, then how... Oh no. Like, especially with that joke with Queen Haven just drilling out that wall and considering it like property that she could take. No, that's nonsense. She can't do that. That is actually Hitch's property, actually. They can't just take it away. No way. And especially the ending. I think that was just a wasted opportunity because Pip could have learned Izzy's sneaky identity at the end. But no, they just threw that away, like Pip being, nah, it sounds just like a coincidence. Yeah, they could have actually Pip known who Sneaksy was, and Pip could have agreed to keep it a secret, but nah, she just decided to play dumb. Yeah, Sneaksy Strikes Again is not a good episode at all. But it's definitely not on the level as, like, Nay Fever or Zip's Yes Day. The song is a bop. Yeah, it is a bop though, yeah. I do like the street... Is it called Street Heart song? Yeah, I think it was called Street Heart. It is a good song, but honestly, the episode as a whole is just not at all on the level that I would have expected it to be. And Posey was also in the right as well, because she was the one who was teaching Izzy all that stuff about art, but she honestly didn't expect her to go that way. I'm sorry if there are any fans that like Sneak Sea Strikes Again, but I'm gonna have to give it an E. I'm sorry. I know there are some people that will be triggered by that decision, but trust me, the song is good, but the story isn't just not. What's next? Episode 35. No, what was that one? Was it like another Queens for a Day? No, it was making a meal out of it. Yeah, making a meal out of it. Yeah, that Thanksgiving special episode where they invited Queen Haven over to the Bright House so they could have a bit of tea. But then Sparky just ruined everything, so they had to improvise. Oh yeah, I really like that episode. It's certainly not as good as Queens for a Day, but this is still like another very underrated episode that people tend to forget about. And it does give us some history on like how Queen Haven treated her children with these kind of celebrations, because we did see Pip in bed as like a young kid. Yeah, and we also got like a photograph of